is before us. Lives the love, the joy and sorrow, but we will always try to remember the pain today is the joy tomorrow. And now together, love will be much better, yes it will. Together, our love will share, and forever, love will keep us together. Our lives will change. But till then we will follow this road endlessly. For we believe that we have found love from this moment until forever. And now together, love will be much better, yes it will. Together, our love will share, and forever, love will keep us together. Our lives are gonna change all together. Love will be much better, yes it will. Together, our lives are gonna change forever. Love will keep us together. Our lives will change.
All right, good afternoon. I know you've been waiting, and we are going to go a little bit extra this evening because we have robbed you of the time, so we are going to go until 5 o'clock this afternoon. Good afternoon, Suzanne Baker. Lady Sue. Boy, I tell you, everything is working against us today. I don't know what the plan of our arch enemy is, but we just want to tell him to pack him things and go on because we are going to be here to stay.
Well, if we are not up against opposition, Pastor, we have to check ourselves.
Ah, there you
And
go.
so it is sure that we are on the right path, and
Yes.
that is why we are up against opposition. In whatever form it comes, it is opposition. So we are thanking God this afternoon that everything is now back to normal, and we are going to have marriage talk where we talk about this wonderful institution that God has given unto us. All right. For those of us who are on YouTube, just go back on YouTube and check, and you'll see that we are up and running.
Right. We got a power cut a while ago, and we had to do it all over again, everything over again. So if you got a
The,
a,
fir- the
a
first link,
link, yes, just disregard that link and come in on the second one because we just sent you that one, right? So
yes. And you know that if you already like and subscribe, you will be notified again that
yes,
Marriage Talk is on. So you can just join on. So, once again, a pleasant afternoon to each and every one of us. for those who are on YouTube, for those in the diaspora, for those who are on Instagram, and for all the other social media sites out there. I say to you again, a pleasant afternoon. It is Marriage Talk. We are here to talk about this wonderful institution that God has ordained for us and how ways we can continue to enjoy this wonderful institution when we find ourselves with the partner. You understand? And don't go around to say, Lord, me get the wrong partner. No. Sometimes when the marriage just started, you feel that way. But as soon as the marriage progress, you realize that, hey, this is really the partner for me. So let us just continue to magnify and glorify God Almighty for what He has done for us. Indeed, we have celebrated our independence. So I hope for all of us that independence was great. It was a grand affair. For those of us like myself who were at home watching the people in Kingston
Hmm.
getting it live and direct, we felt as if for our 70th year, our government should really look into itself and they designed something in the three counties, Cornwall, Middlesex, and Surrey. So, so therefore, we have a place where all of us can go and be treated like all the people in Kingston are treated. You understand? Not just watching from home, but we can go out and enjoy the festivity. All right. And then I want to say mighty, mighty, mighty congratulations to our athletes. We are proud of
Wow. Our
you. Make us,
netballers. Our
yes,
netballers. Wow. I am
you
so
make us,
proud of them.
yes, you make us mightily proud to say that we are Jamaicans, no matter where we are. You
Hmm.
understand? You help our flag to fly high, and not
Yeah.
only high, but high and strong.
Yes.
You understand? Because when they see us coming, they know we are a force to reckon with.
I tell you,
You
man,
understand?
I'm so proud of the netballers. I mean,
Yes,
they
I am
really
very
show the
proud of them.
Jamaican spirit, the
And then
tenacity.
when I come to understand that they are not getting any pay for what they are doing,
I
and
tell
the
you.
way how they are doing it, I lift my hats to them and I said, my
Yes,
God,
truly,
to
truly.
God be the glory.
Yeah, they did
And this
very
is the,
well.
and this is the thing about team spirit. You understand? Because these young ladies just look at it as an opportunity to represent their country, as an opportunity to go out there and say, listen, I am going to let my country stand out.
Yes.
You understand? So I believe it's time that, they are rewarded because
Yes,
our slogan,
I really join you on that one. I really join you on that one, Sister Susan, because I believe that, I mean, for them to be doing this, putting their, self on the line, so to speak,
yes,
and then not being remunerated for it is kind of counterproductive in this time of, you know, we're
and
talking about
season.
modern time. Yes, where,
Yes.
it ought to be. We're really proud of them.
So I say to us, as Jamaicans, wherever we are, we must be proud of our small island and the things that we are doing. So we must be proud. All right,
Yes.
all of that good and nice, but it's time to get into the matter at hand, which is marriage talk. Pastor, I realized Sunday at convention that we have a lot of young people in the in the churches who are married.
Yes,
And I
yes. And
hope
that's a
and
good
I pray
sign.
that it is a very good sign, you know. It's a
Yes.
very good sign. But I'm hoping and I'm praying and I'm trusting that they are listening to program like ours.
Yes, yes, yes.
Understand? Because it is nice when we get married, but it's how to maintain and to keep the
The marriage
marriage
going, yes.
after we get married is the problem. And because we did not get any handbook to come and read, you
Yes.
understand? We have to learn as we go. So it is good that you tune into programs like these to learn ways and means of how to maintain the marriage. It is very important. Also, I would like to send congratulations again to Pastor Wright.
Yes. Pastor
Yes,
Exdal,
sir.
right. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes. He has joined the club, the marriage club, which is very, very good. You understand?
uh,
And
they had
we
a
are.
marriage border clash.
Oh, yes, it was good.
Yes,
It was really good.
I tell you.
You understand? You know? And that is why, as wives, we have to be strong, you know.
Yes.
We have to be strong that when when our husband have to go and we remain standing. When I said go, I mean like he's away or
Yeah.
he might have to go to work and you are there and you remain standing. You have to stand there strong and proud for both of you. You understand? Yes,
Yes.
yes. It was really good on Sunday. Our convention was great. It was good. It was good. The Spirit of God moved and we are thankful and we are grateful for that. All right. Now, this evening, last week, we were on the topic superior and inferior. You understand that superior complex in the marriage. One of us feeling as if, hey, I am the done in this place. And when I talk, we know what follows.
Mm.
But this afternoon, we are going to talk about another done in the relationship. Yes. And surprisingly, when you go and you read and when you go and you run your survey, you realize, oh, this particular thing has its own active role in the relationship. Sometimes it looks of it as if it wants to outdo the wife or the husband in the relationship. But before we do that, I just want to take us through the book of Ecclesiastic, chapter 3. And it is a well known book, and we know that everybody knows it. But we're just going to look at verse 1 and verse 13. Verse 1 said, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. And as believers, as husband and wife, we have to get this in our spirit, Pastor, because a lot of time we miss it. A lot of time we miss it. A lot of times, the time when we should take to appreciate who we have, we don't do it. We take it for granted. And the time when we want to appreciate who we have, that person is taken away from us.
Wow.
So we need to be practical where the book of Ecclesiastic is concerned. Verse 1. So you mark your time and your season, and you do the things that are appropriate in your time and your season. And don't take anything lightly. You can't take anything slightly. Because listen, a lot of times we miss that opportunity to make that impact on our wives or on our husband. We miss the opportunity to allow them to feel appreciated. We miss the opportunity to say how much we love you. You understand? A lot of times when we call to mind, the person is taken away from us, whether by sickness, whether by accident, whether by death. Because listen, especially when somebody is sick and is sick badly, Pastor, sometimes they be out the sickness, they wrap them body. They really can't appreciate what is being done to them at that point in time
Yeah.
because the pain have them away. Verse 13 says, and also that every man should eat and drink and enjoy the good of all his labor. It is a gift of God. And that is why we can't afford to miss our opportunities because things happen for a reason, time and reason. So you have to time and purpose rather. So you have to know your time, you have to know your purpose. You have to know when you see the opportunity coming for you to be that knight in shining armor. You have to know when the opportunity is coming when you are to be that romantic person. You have to know when the time comes when you have to be that counselor, that shoulder that your partner needs to lean on. You can't afford to miss it because if you miss it, somebody else might just help you with it.
Oh Lord. Wow.
And then we will have a problem. So, our topic this afternoon, and I want us to think about it. And after I give us the topic, Pastor, I would like you to play for me. It's a song by Percy Sledge, My Special Prayer.
All right.
So, our topic for this afternoon is the dominance of cell phone in the marriage. Yes, the dominance of cell phone in the marriage.
Wow.
How many marriages out there are hurting because of that little rectangular device that you hold in your hand?
Wow. Huh. I
We
found the
kind of
Percy sledge.
go ahead, sir. Allow
Ah,
our listeners to think about it
all
as we get
right.
back.
Let's go. Percy sledge.
While the choir sing Ave Maria, I was singing with all my heart, and I sent a special prayer up to heaven that you return to me before I fall apart. While the choir sings Hallelujah, I was singing with all my heart. Darling, please come back and never leave me again. And this will be our answer to my prayer. And I'll wait here for the answer that you come back right away. For if you stay away another hour, I don't think I can last another day. While the choir sings Hallelujah, I was singing with all my heart. Darling, please again, and this will be the answer to my prayer.
Wow, wow,
Yes.
taking us back in time. Percy Sledge.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many wives, how many husbands are out there be saying a special prayer? They have to be talking to God to they say to God, say, God, what is it? Why is it that my husband or my wife can't get off the phone?
Mm.
The phone is everywhere. When we go to the dining table, it is three of us, husband, myself, and the cell phone. Our husband, myself, and the two phones, because wife have and husband have. And both of them are at the dining table having dinner. And you know that most times when we sit and we have dinner, that is where we have our little conversation.
Mm.
But we have no time to talk because we are too busy in the little device. We are going to the bathroom and we have to take the device with us. And the device is placed somewhere where you can still use it even though you're having the shower. You are
Wow.
going to your bed and the device is in the bed.
Both of you have a device, have your own device and doing your own
Sometimes
thing.
both, sometimes one party. And when you realize, Pastor, this little cell phone,
Mm.
this little thing here, for some people, it is a tool that is used for the wrong reason. For some people, it is a tool that is overused. For some people, it is this small tool that is going to break up their marriage because one party feel left out. One party is feeling that, listen, I truly believe that there is a Samantha in my life, aka Samson.
Mm.
You understand? Or she might feel that, oh my God, me tired of Nikki, me tired of Nikki. But when you think it's Nikki, no, it's the Nokia. And when you go on another side, you will hear of somebody else complaining, well, me can't take I'm not doing the rest of life. And when you stop to inquire, it is the iPhone. You understand? And when you go somebody else, you will hear say, "Boy, I mean, I have nothing to do with Apple because me I tell them can't take Apple." And you might think that the person is allergic to Apple. But no, it is the cell phone. So it's the cell phone that is partner that is using that is now creating such a problem in the relationship that the wife is now feeling neglected. The wife is feeling as if, listen, I can't compete against a phone. I am a human being and that's a smart device. How can I compete against it? After he can't lift me up in a one hand. Like how we can lift the phone up anytime and feel anywhere we want to. So we have to be very careful, Pastor, that
Mm.
we manage our time effectively. We don't overuse the device and create problem in our marriage. We don't overuse it so one our partner feel left out. How many husbands out there are complaining? And there are lots that are complaining that all of a sudden, Sammy, Sammy depend him. And when you go down and you think about it, and you start to inquire, then who was Sammy? He say, AKA the Samsung. One friend, I get my wife that Samsung phone, you know, have no time for me. You understand? And a lot of persons out there, we have to give the phone them some name. Other females are complaining, wives are complaining about Nick. I mean, husbands are complaining about Nick. Oh, Nick, they create problems in their life. Only if you know it is the cell phone, it's the Nokia. Come on, people, we have to do better than that. When you go and you check on the research to see the how many percentage of relationship that is being affected with the use of cellular phone. And it's not that the partner is using the phone to cheat, Pastor. That's
Mhm.
just it.
It's just that the
It
phone
is not
is the one you're cheating with.
exactly because the phone now take up such dominance in the relationship that the partner looks as if he cannot do anything without that cell phone. So everything that he or she is doing, the cell phone has to be with he or she, and it should not be, as the scriptures declares that there's a time for everything. So we have to monitor our time. Make sure that you have that family time in your home. Make sure you have the time to spend with your partner. That when you are spending that time with your partner, there's no need for cell phone. You either go and put it on silent or you're going to turn it off. Because I don't know for anybody else, but I know one of the worst things is when you are sleeping and the phone started to ring. It creates that type of sensation that when you jump from your sleep, a lot of times you not even know what to do. A lot of times you jump and when the anxiety hormone chip in, you feel nervous and it is as if when you answer the phone you realize that it's not even anything of importance.
Taking up so much time and effort and everything.
Yes. So we have to learn how to make sure that our marriage are balanced, Pastor. We have to make sure that our wives or our husband does not feel as if the phone is an we does not feel that the phone is an enmity in the relationship, as if the phone have its own dominance. The phone is getting more attention. The phone could be getting more love. The phone could be getting more spent time with than the individual. Because if you are not careful, those things are going to bring frustration. And from frustration, we might just have cheating. Because if you have no time for me and somebody else is showing me time and attention, something else can happen too. Because this is how the cycle of life is. The words that you must be saying if somebody else is saying it for you, it can cause problems. So we have to make sure that we have a balanced marriage.
And
So we are going to
when you look at it, do you know? I mean, if the phone, it means then that something is not somebody's not enjoying the marriage, or there is something that is turning off each party, um or it is what it is it could be an opportunity for both of you to stop and evaluate. Because if let's say, all right, let's be real, something is a game is on the we have a certain game that the ladies like to play, you know. um a lot of ladies like to play it. And I'm not calling the name, but if most ladies know the game that they like to play on the phone. Now, it might not be somebody that you're talking to, but that game because of the points you're getting and the the amount of interest it sparks in you, then you begin to sort of spend more time with that. You have to be careful that something don't turn you on other than your significant other, because
Well,
if
that is it.
if you become turned on by that, then you are cheating.
That
Wow.
is it,
I
Pastor.
know, I
And
know
then,
I'm opening up a can of worms like this. But you're cheating. You might say you've never cheated on your partner. But when it take up so much time that let me finish this, man. Just let me finish this, and you want to say something to you, I want to say something to you, or she wants to say something to me. But because I'm so engulfed in this game, if it's for the men, it might be another game. It might be playing games on your phone. Let me tell you, it can be an agent of Satan. It can be,
ah,
yeah.
okay, Pastor, because you have some persons out there and they have every site available on their device. A device must can't hold it. So if they're on this one, they're off, and they're on another, and they're on another,
Hmm.
and they are like that until they fell asleep. And as them bake, you're not even a man in God.
No
They take up the
devotion.
phone first thing.
No devotion.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
take up the phone the first thing, and they're on it to see what they missed within the time that they are sleeping. And I know that as human, we crave that social aspect of us because we are created to intertwine. We are created to talk. We are created to have communion. But at the same time, we must have a limitation on what we are doing,
I
especially.
agree. I agree. And for those of you who are young people and you don't want to spend any family time because you are so engulfed in your wife and husband, it is young people with the social media thing. And I'm going to
Yes.
say it. I'm going to call names now because I know I have the same type of problems, especially with some young people who are married, and you are on TikTok so often. Why you are on TikTok so often? Why are you on Facebook and on Instagram? You post everywhere you're going on it. You are in every clothes you have, you they know it because you are on Snapchat, because Snapchat is about taking pictures and pose, and
Yes.
and Instagram is about what programs you are on, and Facebook is for profile, and all of the other social media. You know what I'm talking about. And some people live on it every and they wouldn't
Ev-
even use it for the right for some good reason.
Okay.
I see
Because, all
Novia,
right.
Novia, you're making a point. Let me see if I can go there. Can I? Can I play Novia?
Yes, Pastor. Yes,
Yeah,
Pastor.
man. All right, let's go. Novia, what say you?
Good evening, Pastor. Good evening, ladies. So nice topic. Enjoying the topic so far. Well, concerning the phone, I know a couple right now very close to me, and the phone is causing a rift in their marriage right now.
Wow.
I mean, because the husband pay more attention to the phone, and it seems like he appreciate the phone more than how he appreciate the wife, because he's spend at his home time, like after work or so, is the phone. And if he put down the phone, is to go and take a shower or go on for a walk, or even when he
Lord
going
of
for a
mercy.
walk, he have the phone just the same. So he
Mm-mm.
does not put down the phone. You understand? And he's saying to her, it's a game he's playing.
Yeah.
And if he's not playing a game, he's talking with his friend. So I was said to her, listen, you need his attention, text him on the phone. You both of you
Wow.
are in the house, text him on the phone and draw his attention. Or put away the phone, do something that to distract him from the phone. But however, they have not mastered that and it is causing a huge problem right now. I really don't know what else to say to them. Honest.
All right. Now, I'm glad she made that suggestion. Takes him by the phone. And what some partner do, whether wife or husband, is them find a game and play too.
Yeah, and that no create
And
such
that now create a division.
a division in the relationship
Yes.
because when you might be tired now and you decide to say, all right, me tired now, so I need to
Yeah.
make a move. Your partner is so busy doing his or her own thing and it's her his or her time now and he or she wishes not to be disturbed either.
So social media, if we allow it, can create a division.
It can
It
ruin,
can cause a division because of
yes,
the interest.
and it can ruin the relationship.
And I really see where it is destroying a lot of marriages because, and it don't look like it destroying it, because we
Bec-
are both here.
yes, but when we realize that we have gone apart, is when we realize that all that we want to say to him or her, we are now saying it to somebody else, a third party who have a listening ears,
Yes.
a third party who is now willing and able to advise you accordingly, a third party who is going to say to you that, okay, you know, you need a little break time, so let us go out and have a couple drinks. You
Yeah,
understand? And we
yeah.
see nothing of it. And we've gone out and we have a little drinks and you get back and from one drinks to another drinks and into something else. And then before long, when we realize somebody else is in our relationship, no one is not the cell phone. It is now somebody else that is there comforting one of the parties in the relationship. Because a lot of times when we are out there, I don't know how some persons do it, but they will see somebody coming and they can say, listen, that person has a problem. I don't know how they do it, but they they can. You understand? And they might just stop you and just give you some advice and you are on your merry way and it is the right advice.
But there's another aspect to it too. Social media is also changing our attitude, and also well, I'm not blaming social media, but
No, it's the
because
users.
it's schooling us into a
Yes.
different type of person. We become antisocial on a social media. We become antisocial with the real people, and we become social with the um virtual people,
Yes.
so to
The ones
speak.
that we
The ones that are far away are very near, and the ones that are
yes,
very near
very
are
near
far
or very
away.
far.
And and our language change because any foolishness them talk is what we begin to adapt. We have to watch it, we have to be very careful
They have to be very
that it don't
careful.
culture us into becoming something else, especially as Christians, as believers. In your marriage, you can't be um let me say this. I go on social media, and I go on social media for one reason. Sometimes me go in the look to see who from me depend. Honestly, you understand? I mean, I say that
Yes.
raw, and I know I should be talking much proper. Yeah, but listen. Sometimes I see some of my own people on it. I may have to call them one side and say, no, no. What time you spend with your husband? What time you spend with your wife? Eh? How you come to be doing that? There are some things that they are doing now that you have no right to be doing. So the language don't bother you anymore. The kind of joke with them run on it don't bother you anymore. And if
Sometimes even the dressing,
yes, even especially that, and
because
they be
sometimes
yeah,
when you see some Christians
yes.
that are on social media and the things that they are wearing, you have to say, wow, then wait. And
You
when you
don't
come
see any
back,
difference between them and their secular partner. You don't see any difference.
and we have to try our best to preserve our marriage, preserve the institution that God given to us. And that is why we have the homes are now in trouble. It is in trouble because both parents are not seeing eye to eye. I remember when I was growing up as a child, when we were to be punished, daddy would be standing right there when the punishment was being meted out. You understand? With his hands folded behind him. And mother would be carrying out the punishment. Now we are at a stage where the child is at home misbehaving and you want to talk to your partner about what the child did. But
Yes.
because he is so or she is so occupied
Elsewhere.
with the cell phone, you either have to allow it to go or you alone put in the discipline. And when the child commits the same offense again and you are going to talk, the question in heart, then when in do it.
Mm.
Because
Wow.
why? You are not paying attention. Your attention is too much on
Is
one thing and in one place. And because of that, your marriage is suffering, your family life is suffering, your home is suffering. The only place that might not be suffering is your workplace, and it could be suffering also.
but what you do is what you always do, and it will spill out sometimes. You can't hide it for long. We have
No.
another comment here by Novia. Can we take it?
Go ahead, Pastor.
I look at the situation as I am not married and I put myself in the position. I am married to Jesus, right? And lately, I am learning to discipline myself concerning the phone with God's time. So I look into myself and realize that I spend more time on the phone than I read the word or even pray or give praises. So what I am doing from the past 3 months now, anytime I decide that I feel like I want to go on TikTok, I read a verse first, or I sing a song, or I bust a prayer before. And sometimes by the time I finish praying, I don't bother want to take the phone up. Normally during the night sometime because I cannot sleep, I used to just be on the phone, just browsing, browsing, browsing because I can't sleep. Now I put the phone on motivation something or the Abide app with repeat Bible scriptures in my head. So instead, I'm watching the phone, I'm listening to the word of God. So if we can just discipline ourselves and try that, it worked for me. It is working for me so far in my marriage with Jesus. It can work for you guys in your marriage as well.
I agree, and that
That
is
is
what
good,
I.
Sister Novia.
Yes, I
That is
agree
good.
wholeheartedly with Sister Novia because
Yes,
there are so many good things. Philippians 4 comes right to mind. Whatsoever things are lovely. Now,
please.
if you are on the phone and it is they are having gossip and they are having slack talk, you as a Christian don't have any reason to be there.
Exactly.
I think Sister Novia gave an excellent
Very.
suggestion.
way of using the cell phone.
Yes,
Because if we are at home and we are using the cell phone like that as husband and wife,
yes,
something is going to draw us closer.
yes, yes. And the more we go
Because
on the godly things, is the more it will. I can call my wife and say to her, only look on this verse. This verse says
exactly,
X, Y. There are some things to point out, and sometimes we just need to lock off the phone, lock off the phone, and just
love
spend some
us
quality time with your partner.
time with each other.
Yes,
You
yes,
understand?
yes.
Go back to the days when we went to this dining table and it was just Pastor, it's in my house. There's a rule in my house, no cell phone at the table, And all my nieces and nephew that comes to visit knows that when it's dinner time,
Yes, man. It's bad
no device at
manners.
the
It's
table.
bad manners. It's not good etiquette to have the
You
phone at the
understand?
table.
I said, if you all don't want to talk, you eat in quietness and then you go. But there is no cell phone at the dinner table.
But not only that, while you are at the table, the phone ring. And the phone is in the room or somewhere else. Excuse me, please. One somebody get up and the phone ring, turn off the phone. When at dinner time, you can't talk and eat. Turn off the
Or you
phone.
just ignore it.
You
So
understand?
after dinner, you go back to wherever the call is coming from. If
Yes.
it's a need that you need to apologize, you said, well, at the moment I could not
We were
answer you
having
here. I
family
don't
dinner.
know. Yes.
While I'm at church, listen to me. Nobody called me at my service time. I don't want to hear it. While I'm at church, if my wife is not at church and she's calling me, she knows that I'm not going to answer because me turn off the phone.
Yes, man. We have to make sure, Pastor, that we don't allow the phone, the cell phone, to ruin our
And I
relationship.
know that
We
some of us read the scriptures from our phone. We have to discontinue that because guess what? The days of us walking with our Bibles um, is over. Everybody have the Bible on their phone. Bishop always wants us to say while you reading the Bible on the phone, something just alert you. And you just say, okay, nobody now look. Let me just keep on going look on that and come back. The temptation is there. Carry your Bible. No, seriously, everybody has
Pastor,
the
no,
Bible
no.
and the phone.
I I
And the
have to
temptation is there. Yeah,
why I laugh because for Mama Rachel,
yeah.
from the day they start to say that the Bible comes on the phone, my mother has been saying, no, no, no. Because so much ungodly things also come in the phone, so the Bible should not be there.
But she's perfectly right. I find myself doing that too, and then me I get an alert, and then me say no, 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 no. Me not go. Me not. The temptation is always there to skip over and to go look funny and come back.
So
So
this afternoon,
yes,
we are saying to the couples out there, please make sure you are balancing your time at home with your family and your cell phone. Don't allow your cell phone to be the dominant person. Don't allow your cell phone to have its own power in the
yes.
relationship.
There you
Don't
go.
allow your cell phone to have its own influence on you. That if you are in your bed, just
Yes.
make love done.
God have
You
mercy. Why?
understand?
Why?
Just make love done, and your partner would all feel so nice. And you hear beep beep beep, and you jump out.
No, sir, I don't trust them people. I don't trust those people who carry you making love and they say, no, sir, I don't trust you because I don't know what might happen. You might just get excited and want to post. No, no, no. like off the phone, please, in the name of
No,
Jesus.
it's not because we have to careful. Now. There are some small things right now that is helping to create havoc, to
Yes, in
create
the marriage.
major problem in the marriages.
You will realize in the 80s we never have this problem.
No, because then we have to go call back.
We never had this problem. And the phone
You
used to be
understand?
stationary at one place. And we used to go where we
Yes.
are going when we come back. I'm expecting a call. No, Lord have mercy. The wife,
No,
them have
so
a whole heap of problem. Them a
we
cook and them a wash and them a cook and the phone them beside them and no, some of it. The only thing you should be doing at this time is listening to marriage talk on your phone.
yes, because marriage talk is now allowing you to do that self examination.
Yes.
You can now ask yourself the question: am I spending too much time on my phone? Is my partner getting the right amount of my time and my
Attention, yes.
attention? Or is it that the phone is taking it away? In our marriage, we have to do a lot of self examination. We have to be examining ourselves to see where we are going, what we are doing in order to help to either promote or demote our marriage. We have to we have to examine ourselves to see what we are doing. Are we enhancing or are we detaching? We have to be very careful,
Yes,
you understand, because when you get married, the aim of getting married is for us to live until we both die or one of us die
until
before
death
the
do us
other.
part. Yes,
That
yes.
is what the vow
For
said.
better, for worse.
It's not until find fault because of the cell phone.
Somebody says no cell phone in the bedroom. Do you agree?
No cell phone in the bedroom.
So where do we put our then? Suppose I want to charge my phone. I've been using.
Charge it in the dining room. Charge it in your kitchen.
Oh Jesus, I'm just doing advocate. So tell me
Yes.
something now. Should you be having the phone in the kitchen?
Well, yes, you can have your phone in the kitchen depending on what you're going to do. If the phone is just in the kitchen and you are cooking, that is fine.
Yes.
You understand. But
Have the
if you're
phone
in the
nearby.
kitchen now, yes, because our families are out there and something might just happen and you get that call. But
Right.
if you are in the kitchen now cooking up a storm
Yes.
and you know that you love Candy Crush and the pot is on the fire and you decide to Candy Crush, you might just burn it in a
You might.
you might just
I
burn it in
love
a
you,
so you have
Lord.
to know that
I love
okay,
you, Lord. I
it's cooking time. The phone is going to sit there. When I finish cooking, then I'm going to get to the device. I'm going to get to my favorite site after I finish cooking.
yes.
So therefore, I won't run the risk of burning the dinner.
All right. Oh Lord. So
So we
so
have to learn how to balance. You are
Bless you,
out
please,
all
sweetie,
day
the Lord.
at work. We
all
are
right.
out all day at work, and we come in now, Pastor. Good God, why should both of us on our phone? It's
All right.
dinner time.
So suppose we make a deal then. All right. Let me play advocate. Suppose we make a deal and say, all right, we will have 2 hours of your phone time between us. But after that 2 hours, yeah, is our time. What do you say?
Well, if you can do that and it works for you, fine. But 2 hours is very long, Pastor.
Well, I
Considering
mean,
that
if
both
we
of
make
us
an
are
agreement
working.
that we have
Yes, if we make an agreement, yes, let us abide by
and we
the
say,
agreement.
all right, both of us love to be on our different thing. We whether
There's Nothing is
Whe-
wrong with that.
Whether
So we know
you
that when
Candy
we get,
Crush.
we know that when we get in, Pastor, we are going to balance the work
Oh,
because we know
Jesus.
that when we get in now, you are going to sit and spend your 2 hours,
Yes,
and I am going to be working.
yes,
So
yes.
when my time comes to get my 2 hours, I can't because I'm still loaded with work. No,
Okay,
no. So it's going to be a balanced thing that when we comes in, okay, we know that between we get home at 4 o'clock, put it that way.
right.
So we know that between 4 and 7,
Yes,
we fix dinner, we eat, and we have that little time
right.
to do whatever we have to
So
do. And we know that within the hours
between
of 7
8 and 9, yeah, 79
or 8 and 9,
is our
it's the phone time.
is a fun.
Yes. So
So
we know that after 9 o'clock,
don't remember nothing that time there, because even um remember, so we agree, don't bother me this time. Oh, try no.
yeah, but at the same time, even though we have that agreement, Pastor, you
Yes,
have to have leniency now,
of
so that
course.
between 8 and 9, when it's your phone time, something arousing me that needs to be fixed.
I have a very troublesome listener. I won't call her name. I won't call her name. She is a very troublesome listener who said who suggested that a while ago if we agree on our phone time.
Yes,
So
if we agree, yes, we need to work with it and make sure, but at the same time, even though we have an agreement,
yes,
we have to be willing not to compromise. Because if during the agreement time something else needs to be
address. Some
done,
emergency came up. Yes,
yes,
yes.
we have to know that. Listen, even though it is your time, you have to compromise and do what you're supposed to do.
Well, in the interest of our family, why we shouldn't have to go through them kind of something. We don't know. We don't know. But,
Yes, we shouldn't. But in order to preserve our marriage, Pastor, we have to look at the
interesting
element.
times we live in. Wow.
Yes, we have to look at the thing or the things that is creating the trouble in the marriage, and
Yes.
we try to fix it. So if your partner is complaining that, listen, I believe you are spending too much time on your phone, you
Right.
can't take it slightly. You can't say because she miserable or because he miserable
I
and not because
agree.
he not have no
I
friend out here.
agree. I
No,
agree. So, Lady
we
Sue,
have
what you
to.
said to the men now, we know that the men might have a problem with the TV, right? And the ladies might have more problem with the phone.
Well, it could be a vice versa thing, Pastor. But pose the question.
To the men, on the social media, let's say your wife love Candy Crush, gone to bed. How do you deal with Candy Crush? How do you deal? How do you compete if your wife is a Candy Crusher?
I say you can't compete against candy because the candy is sweet. A pure sugar in the
I love
candy.
you. I love you, Lord. No, so hold on. No, all right. Seriously, no. You
No,
mean say the husband have a back off? Really?
no, no, but listen, every woman should know that. Just like how the candy is sweet, you have to make sure that your thing is sweet also.
Yes.
So you have to know how to balance the thing. You don't make sure you take just all the sweetness from the candy and don't activate it in some other areas.
Mm.
So you have to make sure that you balance your thing. So if you are a stay-at-home wife, you
Yes.
stay at home, take care of the house and what have you. You know that during the course of the day, while you're doing whatever you're doing at home, you play your game. And when your husband gets home at
Put it
evening,
down.
there's no time for candy.
I no
Unless
no
you're going
no.
to say, I
I
need some
can I
candy.
can I can I can agree with that. I can work with that because while he is away, you crush all the candy you can.
The candies you want. So therefore, you are
Ah,
washing
Jesus.
as the machine washing, it's not you. So while you're waiting at the
Mm.
machine to do your stuff, you are there doing your candy. So when the machine finish, you finish candy too and move on. Don't allow the game to hold. You know that when husband gets home, dinner is not yet ready. Um, that is not done. That is not done because we spend the entire day to play candy. No, we have to be balanced. We can't afford the cell phone to handle us. We must handle it.
But you realize though, Susan, we haven't said anything. Well, this program is about the marriage, but we haven't said anything about our personal time. Um, our personal time, in the sense that your personal time should make you ready for the together time. It
Exactly,
should
Pastor.
not be that when you have your personal time, it is selfish interest only.
No, and that is why, even especially for the wives who are at home, you can't be at home on social media all day. And when you get husband gets home, your foot dirty, you want beard, your clothes want change. No, you have to make sure that at certain time of the day, you put yourself together. That when your husband steps in, he is saying, "Wow, in his mind, all if he don't say it out, but he must be saying, wow, because listen, when your husband steps out there Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday, every passing pass, he say,
Yeah.
look good, look better, look best. You understand? So if you are at home and are neglecting yourself because of the cell phone, he's going to find somebody else to admire. So you can't afford for that to happen. You have to make sure that you balance yourself. You understand? It's the
Oh.
same thing for the men who are caught up in watching football and cricket. Why no to the men them get a blow since West Indies this now go and be done, you know. Mm.
Ouch! Ouch!
A lot of women is rejoicing. Not that West Indies is losing. Is rejoicing because we get back our husband.
Oh Lord. Uh, when it comes to sporting events, I love my sporting events. I love football. I must say that. But my wife don't yet know nothing about football more than she know that I support a certain team. And when she look at me, she say, "Your team lose today."
Yes, man. Because even though we don't know about it, we know say, okay, today
Your team
John
lose.
Brown win and Tom lose.
Oh Lord, my sons
And
have a different team from me, and when my son's team win, they are up in arms, and they will look at me and say, "Daddy, what go on?" And then she will say, "Yeah, him team lose." I mean, so tough, you know. But we have a joke on it. But if the
well,
match is going on, and she know that I want to watch the match, sometimes she will come in the middle of it and sit right in front. My wife is so mess. She will sit right in front of me and in my lap. And I say, "But may I watch a game?" You know, just to get my attention. And then, may have to say, "All right, what is it?" You know?
but that is it, Pastor. But no, it's nice, if you balance the thing, because if she come and sit in your lap, that means to say, listen, something else that needs some form of attention.
Yes.
So you
Uh,
need to move. So
yes.
it's good that when men know how to balance their thing. My husband loves cricket. He's a cricket man.
Mm.
You understand? He will wake up at 5 o'clock just to make sure that
I used to
he's
love
watching
cricket.
cricket.
I stopped loving cricket.
I know,
Can't
sir,
waste my
because you know
time. Can't waste my time. No, sir, I don't have no time.
your team under pressure. Huh?
Under pressure. I don't think it's under pressure. They put pressure upon them oneself.
You understand? But it comes back to it, Pastor, that as married people,
Yes.
we have to give a listening ears when our partner start to complain and said, listen, I believe that you are spending too much time doing this than talking to me. It is cause for concern. It is for
Yes.
you to look into yourself and say, okay, I am going to make a difference. I'm going to make a change. I am going to adjust myself so my partner is feeling comfortable.
And if you really
It
love your
can't,
partner, and if you really love your
yes,
partner, you're going to make the sacrifice. You put away some
it,
things.
it, it can't be a just, okay, this is my enjoyment, and because it is my enjoyment, so be it. No,
I make
no, because
I make the analogy, you see, of I, ice cream and driving. You know, eating and driving. I love ice cream, but if my driving and eating ice cream is going to cause me to crash into that pole or go over this, so I am going to throw away the ice cream, no matter
exactly,
how much me love it, to save my
exactly,
life.
exactly.
So I am putting that analogy on the table now to say that if you are driving in your marriage and you don't want to go over that precipice, you don't want to crash, throw away whatever is distracting you.
Yes, man, put it away, put it aside,
Yeah,
put it aside. Create room for conversation,
yeah.
create room for loving, create room for many other things. And that is why a lot of persons, we don't truly know our partner until the day they die. And when you go out and you might just hear somebody say, you know, saying like that, you say, no, sir. You know, we never know that.
Mm.
And another conversation is happening somewhere and something else you said, then no, sir. The home we never know that. And you are the person living at home. You are the person, both of your heads are on the pillow. You need to allow your union to create such a harmony that I should know all that I need to know about you, and you should know all that you need to know about me. So,
Mhm.
therefore, when I stand up to say, okay, he likes that, people can say, yeah, man, that's true, because for him a pitney. I saw when they go.
Mhm.
You understand? It's just like when somebody died and you go and they are doing some remembrance or reading the eulogy. And when they are reading, you hear the audience say, yeah, man, that's true or that. That's true.
Mhm.
You understand? It's amazing that people are together, married for so long, and we don't know each other
Wow.
because what we spend no time together. We are distracted by certain things, especially the cell phone. So the time that we should be spent talking, reminiscing, telling each other of our likes and dislikes. Don't take it that because you tell me no, I am going to remember it for the rest of my days. No, you have to remind me along the way of life that listen, remember that I don't like that. Because sometimes, yes, it might be said, but we forget. But if we spend quality time together, the things that we need to know over time, it's going to repeat in our brain. We might have it locked.
Mhm.
You understand. So you know that, okay, he doesn't like this. Okay, he is allergic to this, so I will not cook it. I will not accidentally put it in the pot. Because I know. So we have to be so careful, Pastor, that we don't allow. this little device that is called the cell phone, whether it's a Samantha or a
to
Sammy,
destroy your
to
marriage.
destroy our marriage. We
Hmm.
have to learn to balance the thing.